Good morning. My name is Nurul Ilakai Samiti Abdul Aziz and my matrix number is 10DLS20F1021. Today, I with Hidayu will explain about steps and precautions of loading and unloading using forklift. Before I start, I want to give you a little bit introduction about forklift. Powered industrial trucks or forklift are used to move materials. They can also be used to raise, lower, or remove large objects or smaller objects on pallets. Forklift can only be operated by certified operators. Okay, now I'll explain one by one steps to loading and unloading goods using forklift. The first step of loading goods is you need to climb into the forklift and buckle the seat belt. But remember, do not grab the steering wheel while you are pulling yourself into the cab. Next, of course, you need to turn the key to start the engine. Step 3, after you start the engine, you have to move the forklift and stop when you are 1 feet from the load. When you are in front of the load that you want to pick up, press the brake pedal and shift gears into neutral. Then, turn on the parking brake. Step 4. Raise or lower the forks to match the height of the pallet openings. Before adjusting the height, make sure the tines of your forklift are at the same level. Use the lever on the right side of your steering column to raise or lower the tines to the load height. Step 5. You need to drive forward until the fork is completely inside in the pallet and leave the load at least 2 to 4 inches off the ground. Step 7. Tilt the mast back until the load is stable. Use the lever to tilt the mast back to decrease the chance of tipping over. If the load is unstable or shift around easily, strap it down to the pallet. After you are loading the loads, you need to unload it back. So, when you reach the location where you need to drop off the load, push the lever that controls the tip forward to make the mast vertical again. Or not, you will leave or set your load down crooked. Then, raise the load 6 inches taller than the area you want to drop it and drive the forklift slowly until your load is above the place you want to set it down. Next step, lower the fork until the pallet is set down. Make sure the load slowly so you don't break or damage anything. After that, back straight out from the load to remove the tines and make sure to check behind you when you reverse so that no one is standing there. Okay, next, find clear, level area and stop your forklift. Park in an area that isn't blocking any exits and has level ground. Besides, you also need to lower the fork so the ends of the tines are touching the floor. Make sure the tines are on the ground so they don't create a tripping hazard. Finally, turn the key to start the forklift. Once the fork is completely lowered and the parking brake is engaged, turn the key toward you to stop the engine. When the machine is off, you can get out of the cab. That's all from me. Now I will pass to Hidayu to explain about precaution.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Hidayu binti Husni and my matric number is 10DLS20F1020. Today, I will explain about 5 precautions of how to loading and unloading product using forklift. Okay, in this slide, as you can see, it has 5 precautions. The first one is operator must be qualified. The second one is appropriate clothing must be worn. Next, we must have to examine the equipment before use. After that, starting up the forklift. The last one is we have to consider the surrounding environment. For the first point, the operator must be qualified to operating the forklift. They must be trained properly and contain a lesson to operate the equipment. Next, the individual must wear an appropriate clothes. It's for ensure the operator wear a hard hat, safety shoe and high visibility jacket. The workwear must be fitted so it is not easy to get caught on machinery. Don't hold or operate the forklift when your hand is slippery or has green on it. It may cause them slide off or accident may happen. Then operator must examine the equipment before he use. They should make it as a routine check to see if have any damage on that forklift, such as fault of brakes, steering, controls, a warning device, mass and tires. Moreover, if has any damage, they should notify and the forklift should not be operated. Always consider a journey end of a load before picking it up. It's a general position of a load from pickup may not be convenient for a staking. The fourth is starting up the forklift. Before starting the forklift, the operator have to ensure all the equipment control are in position and the mirror also sit up in the adjust for operator needs. The operator should not start the forklift until they are correctly seated with safety belt fastened. The last precaution are the operator must consider with the surrounding environment. It's because while operating the forklift, he must pay attention and follow worksite rules and guidelines. The operator must only drive the equipment machinery that designed for roadways. The operator must always observe all signs, especially those maximum permit, floor loading, and clearance height. He also must be aware with the height of load, mast, and overhead guard is the forklift when entering the existing building. He must be careful when operating a forklift near edge and keep a safe distance from the edge. Last but not least, do not operate the forklift on bridge plates unless they can support the weight of the forklift and load. So, the conclusion is we must know the process and procedure of how to loading and unloading product using forklift. It's because the process will following a compliant and effective cargo handling process that will keep the warehouse conditions safe and organized. A good procedure will also prevent any delays with your clients and increase the profitability. It also to ensure a safe operation of forklift. Operating a new forklift with latest safety features such as seatbelt, interlockers, overload lockout, and speed control can greatly increase operator and nearby pedestrian safety, while also reducing stock and capital equipment damage. So that's all from me. Thank you.